Hi guys, so before I get into this video, I just want to put a little trigger warning. I'm going to be showing you some actual raw footage of me having a flashback of traumatic abuse from my childhood. And so if that's something that's going to upset you, just viewer discretion advised. I don't know, it could be upsetting to some people and it also could trigger some people, but I and my husband both agreed that this is really important that I need to share with the internet. So hopefully this will help somebody out there. So yeah, so just a little warning of that. Hi Shanny Fannies, welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi! So today's video is kind of an unexpected doozy. I happened to catch on film me having a flashback from my childhood and I'm about to show that footage to you. And I want to say that there are a few things that I had to cut out just to protect people in my life and to just not be insensitive to people in my life that this might trigger, that I care about deeply. And again, I'm sorry if this triggers you too, but you were warned, so you can look away if you don't want to. But anyway, this is really hard and embarrassing for me to share, but I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be embarrassed. I want to share this and then I want to talk to you about it. I want to talk to you after I'm going to show you the footage of kind of right when the flashback started about until I was brought back by the people on the live stream that brought me back to reality and stuff. So I'm going to show you that footage and then I have a lot of things that I want to say about how the past 24 hours since that happened have been for me and what I've learned just in the past 24 hours alone and in the past from this happening to me before. But this is the first time it's ever gotten caught on camera. And again, this is really hard for me to show you, but here is that clip and then we'll chat a little bit more after.
Not a huge fish person either. Which is funny because, I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I loved it as a kid. My family would always go camping in the summer. And I loved fishing. I loved gutting the fish, cleaning it out, cooking it. At like 9 years old, I would do this. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's still going. I'm having a flashback. Whoa. Wait, could this have been a dream? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up. What do I do? Do I let it keep going? What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna cry. What do I do? Oh man, what do I do? Crap. What do I do? I don't know what to do. I know I'm here. I'm okay. I'm here. I don't. do? No, oh, gosh. Go take my makeup off. Oh gosh. What do I do? This has never happened live. Do I talk about it? Do I just like keep it in? What do I do? Like, what do I do? Just can't breathe. Just give me a minute. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so what you're not going to see on here is I don't think at this moment anyway, I'm ready to share on YouTube what the memory was and exactly what happened in it, but I'll just say that it was something, it was crazy because it was kind of I've had this really horrible memory of abuse, and there's that memory that I've had for a really long time, probably like 10 years now. This memory came up 10 years ago and ever since then, like the memory kind of cuts off at a really weird place, and it wouldn't let, like my brain wouldn't let the rest of the memory in. So last night I was doing an Instagram live, and all of a sudden I was talking about something that triggered it, and all of a sudden I had the next piece of the memory, one of the biggest memories for me. Like it was insane. And I also know that the memory still is not done yet, but my brain did allow me to feel some memory and to heal and to let it out and to allow it into my brain and into my heart so that I could process through it. And that's really cool. It's really cool to me because that means that I'm healing. Like we've talked about this so many times, like anybody who has been through traumatic things or abuse or any type of PTSD. There's so many different reasons that people get PTSD. For me, it was abuse, and eating disorders and stuff like that, like mental health stuff. Some people it's from war, obviously. Some people it's from witnessing a death or witnessing a murder, or, there's all kinds of different PTSD. But our brains and our bodies, by the way, I'm not a doctor or a therapist if you're new around here. Oh, if you're new, welcome, subscribe. So anyway, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, but I know for a fact, because I've heard from many therapists and many of you, and I just know this for a fact because it's happened to me, that our bodies and our minds our body protects itself by, if our body and mind doesn't feel that we're strong enough to handle and work through a certain horrible memory like that, then we repress it and we bury it, because we're not strong enough to handle it. So the fact that this memory is coming up just proves that, once again, I am getting stronger and I'm getting better. Now, does that mean that it's easy for me to deal with this? No. Look at me. This is what I look like because of the past 24 hours. It's been a rough 24 hours since it happened. I don't want to make this like super long because I know the video I just shared with you is already really long. So let me just sum up and say, to validate myself and to validate any of you out there that might be going through this, I had some eating disorder behaviors, and I'm not justifying, I'm not making excuses for my eating disorder behavior, but I did have one. That was kind of my default go-to when I'm feeling that horribly. Obviously, I want to make it clear, though, that I'm still recovering and that I've been doing really well lately, and I'm not going to let this little slip up ruin my progress. I don't look at it that way anymore, and I'm stronger than I was before, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm growing more and more every day. And I just know that the last thing I need right now is to beat myself up about having a behavior today, because that's just going to make the situation worse. So I'm choosing to look at it as, okay, yeah, I had a slip up. It was a really rough day. I had a slip up, and that, it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't mean that I can keep doing that. It just means that I still have some ways to go before I am able to completely not go back to behaviors for comfort when something like that happens. So I'm using this as a learning tool, as a lesson, and yeah, that's all I can do, really. So I had some behaviors. I've also had some severe stomach issues the past 24 hours, and this has happened to me before when I've had other repressed memories come up for anywhere from a day to a week to a month, sometimes a year, depending on the memory. It takes a lot to process it, but I do feel like I'm processing it now a lot faster than I used to, so that's good too. I've been really, really emotional. I've had severe diarrhea. You're welcome. I've been really I've just been crying out of nowhere. It's just been a rough day. My health problems were triggered. Some of my health problems that sometimes are affected by my mental state were triggered. I had the behavior. I was feeling sick all day to my stomach, diarrhea, just all of these physical reactions happened. And the reason I'm sharing all this with you is to let you know out there that if you're going through this, if you're dealing with a repressed memory of abuse or war or whatever your PTSD is from, if you're experiencing flashbacks, memories, repressed memories, I want you to know that it's okay to be easy on yourself. In fact, you should be easy on yourself. The last thing you need, just like with me, is for you to beat yourself up for the fact that you're breaking and you're having a bad day or a week or a month or however long it takes you to process that memory. These memories are so traumatic, and it brings back physical pain as well as emotional and mental pain. And that's a scary, scary thing if you think about it. So just don't be hard on yourself. And then also, if you're the loved one of somebody who's going through this, and maybe this video will help because maybe you can see kind of what I looked like as, the flashback was coming on, and how at first I actually played it off like it was stupid or funny or something, but really I was hurting inside. So it was really interesting for me to go back and watch that footage and be like, holy crap, wow, I know what I was thinking at the time, and it wasn't what I'm seeing here on screen. So just be patient with those that you love. If someone that you love is going through what I'm going through with this and having traumatic repressed memories coming up, it's a really, really, really frustrating problem because you're not in that place anymore. And so it's really hard to like fix it, if you will, because you can't go back in time and change it or say something and, oh, I should have stood up for this, or, oh, I should have told my mom about this, or, ooh, like we can't do that. That's impossible. And so all we can do is be like, okay, well, I'm going to listen to the memory. I'm going to process it, and I'm going to process it with either just myself or God or whatever higher power you believe in, or more importantly, I think, to process it with a therapist and the people that you love the most, which is what I'm doing. So just go easy on yourself. I'm trying to go easy on myself. These memories literally will make you sick. I'm literally sick from it. But I'm also like super duper grateful for it, if that makes sense, because I know that means that I'm healing. And to be honest, I'm kind of a little bit excited to, maybe not excited, but eager to get through this flashback and then to continue to grow and get stronger so that I can have the rest of the memory come. I'm very eager to keep working on myself and get stronger so that I can freaking deal with whatever is going to come next, because I'm kind of over it, to be honest. I'm just like, can we just get it all out in the open so I can just deal with it, process, learn from it, grow from it, and move on and help other people and share my story. Like, can we just like skip to that part? Anyone? Yes? No? Okay, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have faith in the process and continue to get myself better and to not beat myself up along the way, because not just with recovery, but PTSD, anything that you're going through as well, like, do not ever beat yourself up. That's not gonna help anything. And I'm not perfect at this either. I beat myself up every day, but I'm really trying not to. So just don't give up. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for whatever you went through that might have brought you the same pain that I've been feeling. I also just want to say that no matter what happened to you, like no matter the memory that's coming up for you, it's completely valid, even if it's not happening anymore. Any traumatic memory that you're having will be valid for the rest of your life. There's no time limit on how long that stuff is going to hurt you for. When it's that traumatic that your body like forces itself to not even remember until your body's strong enough to handle it, like that is something that is valid and worth feeling. And so do not beat yourself up, even if this is the 10th time that you've had a breakdown over this or a big flashback or something traumatic like that. Like, your problem is valid. Whatever happened to you and the way that made you feel was completely valid. I love you guys so much, and I really hope that this helps somebody out there, because that's the reason that I'm posting this. I'm very nervous to post this. So I would love to hear from you if you're going through something similar, and get the conversation going in the comments below between all of you. And even if it's not about this, just anything else you're struggling with, this community is so awesome, and we're starting to pick up again, and we're starting to get back into the sway of things around here, and people are making friends with each other and helping each other. And again, come follow me on Instagram. I'm on there every night. I have a private account that I go live on more often now because I don't have to censor myself there. It's just specifically for the fannies and for the Instafam and for me to just vent when I need to and not censor myself and just, talk about the hard stuff. So anyway, I'm going to link both of those below, both of my Instagrams, and please go follow me and join our community. It's an awesome community, and I'm so proud of it, and I'm proud of you guys. I'm about to pass out, so I'm gonna go to bed. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you in a couple days for another video, and please be kind in the comments. This was not easy for me to share. So I love you guys, and remember forever and always that you're beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye.